Hey folks, Sylvius here. Alright, I recently hit level 14, which puts me able to do Elite on level for some quests that I was kind of excited about doing, actually. So I'm here in the Lord's March Plaza. It connects to the marketplace. That's the marketplace there. Um, there is, as far as I know, only 7 quests in this place, in its entirety. 7? 7, right. Technically, it's weird how it works. There are like 2 quest lines, but the second one is a continuation of the first. Normally, I would say it's one whole coherent quest line, except the first half, the first 3 quests, are lower levels. They're for level 12, whereas the next 4 are for level 13. And also, the first 3 are for free. You don't need to buy the module or anything, and then the final 4 are not. So it's technically, in that sense, 2 quest lines. So before I go in here, before I start the quest, I just want to show this case. I just want to show it, okay? This is the Lord's March actual palace. And here we have the various coin lords. You can pick up their quests now. You can skip the first part. And then this is Hestis, the Drome Ambassador. She's the Medusa. I'm not really going to talk to her, but yeah, there she is. You'll note here this person, Delara Omeran the Fourth. She grants the... That's... Okay, yeah, that's a woman. I had to check. She grants the final one in this quest line. So you have to do Graydon Wilkes, Varen Lasietz, and Yorick Amanatus before you can get Delara's. But yeah, we're going to do those last because those are the ones that you actually need to be VIP or buy the module for. Also, they're granted from this dude who kind of gives a, like, overall, you have to do all of them and an end reward. So you definitely want to, like, talk to him before you talk to the other ones. Anyway, you'll note he has a quest, but I can't take it. And I think, though, this guy also. So these last 2 have to be done in order. Or, I'm sorry, these first 3, I should say. So here's the first one. Naline Lasiet. Diplomat. Good timing, Sylvius. We need an adventurer with just your qualifications. I have important news. News that will shake the city to its foundation. An ambassador from Droam has arrived in Zendrik. Apparently, she landed on the coast a few days ago with several ships. The Coin Lords want you to find out more about these ships. Interested? Droam? Where's that? Droam is a land in Corvair, across the sea, a land of monsters. It's populated by orcs, ogres, gnolls, and the like, and is ruled by shadowy figures known as the Daughters of Sorakel. The Droam ambassador who just arrived here is a Medusa. Droam has ambitions to become a major power in Corvair, but the 5 nations refuse to even acknowledge its existence as a nation. It would seem that Droam is now looking across the sea to Zendrik instead. They sound suspicious to me. Why not just toss a lot of them back into the Thunder Sea and be done with it? Droam is a large and powerful nation, with a large and powerful army. If they mean us no harm, then we should not offend them needlessly. And if they do mean us harm, then we will need to prepare. If Droam plans to move against us, then we should try to buy as much time as possible. Agreed. So what do you want me to do? The Coin Lords are receiving the Drome Ambassador inside the palace at this very moment. With luck, this will turn out to be nothing more than a polite piece of international diplomacy. But just in case it isn't, we want an expedition to gather intel on the Drome landing site. Travel to the Skyfall coast and meet up with Henrietta Deus in the jungle. She'll be your diplomatic liaison. She can be a bit naive, but bear in mind that this is supposed to be a peaceful fact-gathering trip. To reach Henrietta, leave Lord's Mark Plaza and head to the 12, then take the path behind the inn that leads to the Skyfall coast. Very well. Alright, here we go. Quest picked up. So, the cool thing about these quests is they give a lot of actually incredibly useful loot for at least the level you're kind of at. At least they did. I don't know if new stuff like vastly outclasses them. I actually ran these quests with my other character to kind of like start picking up the things, and one of the things I picked up was a suit of armor, well, for a monk, robes. It, however, comes from the second quest that you need to be VIP for. But here we have the Garments of Equilibrium. Minimum level 12. Fortification 100%. Makes me immune to critical hits. The robes I was previously wearing, I should still have. So I can kind of cross-check them, compare. Here, where are they at? I may have wanted to dump some stuff before I go. Actually, I'm going to pause and do that real quick once I find my old stuff so we can compare. Or, you know... Dude, seriously, where are they at? You know what? I might have left them back in my depot now that I think about it. Okay. I may have done that. Anyway, so yeah, these guys have fortification 100%, concentration 13, passive competence bonus to your concentration skill. That doesn't seem super useful at first, but it's actually really useful for monks because it allows me to have way more ki and generate ki better. And then the final thing is Reinforced Fist. This item surrounds your fist with kinetic energy. Your unarmed damage is boosted by 1/2 die. So it's pretty solid. The one negative to it would be no armor balance, which means I'll need to actually wear bracers or something that give me armor. Or just deal with the fact that I'm going to get punched in the face a whole bunch. But yeah, they're solidly good monk stuff. So I'm going to actually pause real quick and then go sell some stuff. So one sec, folks. Alright. Stuff was taken care of. I actually sold very little of it. Most of it was broken down into base components, but whatever. Drum has anchored ships off a remote section of coast, protected by a thick jungle. Yeah, you're going to want a hireling for this, by the way. Outside of the pretty solid loot items you can get, these quests are actually moderately tough for their like respective level. The Droam dudes hit pretty hard. Greetings, monk. I'm Henrietta Das, the Coin Lord's personal representative on the scouting expedition. My companions and I have been waiting for your arrival. Sorry for being late. I don't even have a caravan to bring me here. Oh yes, I can certainly see how that would be considered unfortunate. Perhaps next time we'll be able to find some room for you in the caravan. Let's be rude. Our mission here is to find out whether Droam has really come to Zendrick for peaceful purposes. This area is populated largely by monsters, after all. Droam may have come here to find recruits for more nefarious reasons. So, come again? We need someone to find out if Droam expedition is on the up and up. On the up and up it. Okay, I've never heard that particular phrase before. Alright, you're here to help us with that. So you want me to spy on the Droam expedition. Got it. Correct. While we hope the Droam is being open in their negotiations, it's an axiom of diplomacy that any negotiating party has something to hide. We are simply trying to find out anything Droam might be trying to hide from us. Makes sense. What else should I know, Henrietta? Our chief scout, Olavian, has left last evening to scout out Droam's landing site under cover of darkness. He has not yet returned, and that is worrisome. I want you to scout the Droam expedition to the south and search for Olavian while you're at it. Here, I'll mark where we know about this area on your map. It's absolutely vital to get intelligence about Droam's intentions back to the Coin Lords. Return here as soon as you have. Why go south? Droam's ships have been sighted off the coast near here, and its only suitable landing beaches in this entire area are to the south. Thus, the expedition must be there. Alright. Sure, let's do this. Okay. So yeah, the monsters actually hit pretty tough all around. And the EXP is just like average. So
along the ridge line high above you is a line of bamboo fencing. From this distance, it resembles descriptions of the primitive architecture used by various wildmen tribes.
And in fact, it is. So yeah, the real reason why you would do any of these quests is basically for the loot and, I guess, fate. Wow! Wow. Okay, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, by the way. I just got demolished, though. Wow. Seriously, I just got hit for 100? Are you insane? 100! Okay. I mean, that can happen, but wow. I've never been hit that much. Never, ever. Is it this thing? Is this what's doing it? No, it's only lowering my armor class by 5. I shouldn't have taken that much damage. I picked up a new ability that gives me, like, boosts based off of what my stance is, but gives me a weakness. So, Fire Stance gives me, like, increased damage and a plus on my, like, trip attempts and stunning fists, but also lowers my armor class by 5. Which isn't necessarily great, but it's not terrible. I feel like I'm getting my face kicked in a little bit more than I want to. I may have considered, while I was, you know, taking care of all that crap that was in my inventory, I maybe should have considered picking up my old robe. I think that guy had, Don't die! I think that thing had like an armor boost of 6. So, and then I'm taking a -5 to my armor because of this ability. Wow, yeah, I'm getting my face kicked in a little bit more than I wanted. So the Wildman Village is up there, but you're not going to be able to enter it right now. Woo! Alright. God, they're, like, killing me. I'm dying. Oh, God. Wow. By the way, just throwing this out there. Like, when I did this quest well in the past, I didn't remember it being... Like, I remembered it being kind of tough, but not, like, impossible. And then when I was doing these quests on my Barbarian, I actually had, like, some difficulties. The champion thing, like, that mechanic makes life, like, quite hard. In, like, annoyingly random ways. Well, I have a lot of key. Alright, maybe I should... Let's switch to Wind Stance for a little while. Well, I'm attacking really fast. That's cool. Really fast. It's debatable whether or not that's going to keep me alive, but... Where's my person? Wow. These scorpions are destroying me. Oh, I did not need to stun that one. Stunning the one that had, like, 0 HP was sort of a waste of my stun. And the key that was used up in it. I wish my hireling would, like, wait until I was lower to use the full heal option, basically. Like, he's just wasting his mana. That was a solid heal. He critted on me. Critted on the heal. Alright. Yeah, wow. So, in Wind Stance, my little new ability is giving me, what is it? +2 insight bonus to hit, 10% bonus to offhand attack chance. You take 10% more physical and elemental damage. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Through the brush ahead, you hear a guttural voice calling for death to intruders.
Great. The hunter can, the hunter can cast displacement on himself, which is a 50% mischance. So I kind of prioritize killing him first. And I'm dying. Wow. Yeah, I can see this is gonna go over well. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, I might need to, like, legitimately go back and get my other armor or something. Or turn off this ability. Because I'm just getting a little bit more face smash than I would like. I mean, to be fair, okay, so there was, like, 2 champions on me right there, but still. Still. Oh, I didn't realize that guy's alive. I don't think he has realized he's alive either. He's kind of stupid. I can't believe I just died. Just, my like, moving through these various quests, though, had me dying many times while I was doing it on my Barbarian. It's really the champion thing. I really don't like that champion change. It's not really, like, adding anything I enjoy. It's just potentially putting, like, really unfortunate things in front of me. One of the quests I'm going to get up to had, like, one of the most unfun things I think I've ever experienced. And when I do it, I'll showcase it, but I'm not going to, like, talk about it now. But, yeah, it was, like, by far one of the... This. Where is my hireling? Oh. Heals, please. Heals, please. Bad kitty cat. Bad. Oh my God. I'm not, like, 100% positive I can just do this at this point. I might just not be able to succeed. Alright, you can't break through those right now. If you try, it's going to say something like this.
These branches and roots appear to be exceptionally strong and tough. It is doubtful you could hack them down in a reasonable time. Finding a path around them would be best.
Yeah, what that lady said. These ones, however, break right through. Kitty cats, wow, like, getting demolished. Alright. At least I'm doing a little bit better now. I think I need to be a little bit more, making sure I keep the, Dance of the Clouds, or whatever it's called, up. The mischance is actually pretty important here. By the way, just throwing this out there, this quest gives you a filled-in map from the beginning. So you're not just wandering through the dark.
The cavern ahead reeks of feline occupation.
There's a couple of the jungle pathers outside of the cave. You probably want to take care of the ones that are outside of the cave before charging into the cave. There is potentially a, like, optional rare encounter type dude here. Alright, I guess we're switching back to Fire Stance so that I can generate ki. Also, Fire Stance has that nice +2 to my Stunning Fist hits, so that helps. Alright. But yeah, wow! Getting my face kicked in this quest. By the way, I've run this quest twice now. This will be my third time. And I have not seen any of the optional... Wow. Any of the optionals at all. Oh, God. And one of them's, Good, he made a save. That's cool. Hey, I'm dying. The upside to my character is that I'm really, really fast. And I can keep my distance from things pretty well. Oh, Jesus. Also, my choice of weapon isn't really great for this. I'm using Holy Pure Good hand wraps, which are fantastic for things that are evil, but the kitty cats are not evil. So the holy aspect is doing nothing. Yeah, alright. So if you drop in this way, that's the little kitty cat's den. I do not believe there's anything but more scorpions that I'll eventually run into down here. I think. Yeah, pretty sure there's just scorpions here. Scorpions are not cool. Oh, he was already stunned? Whatever. Enemies that are stunned are considered helpless, and they take, I think, 50% more damage or something like that. I'm not really sure. Let's do that. Yeah, I was thinking, after I had such a hard time with my Barbarian, I was thinking to myself, oh, it'll probably be a lot easier as a... oh, God. No! No! No. You are stunned and dying before you can kill me. You're killing me again! Anyway, yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, oh, it'll be a lot easier as my monk, I bet. Than as my barbarian, and wow, is that not the case. So far, at least. God, my Howling's all like running out of mana. So there's a couple of things that can drop in this quest. Most of them, I believe, are weapons. Like named weapons. They're all pretty solid. There's something unique about them, and I'll kind of showcase it if and when I get one.
The jungle canopy gives way to a shrub-filled clearing. From the southwest comes the tang of salty sea air.
I don't want to jump down there. There's also a ring, and the ring is the one that's very good here. and I will hopefully be able to showcase that.
As the salty tang in the air
We're moving to the
grows
beach.
stronger, you notice a bamboo bridge crossing the ravine.
It's a bamboo
Perhaps
bridge.
It leads back towards Henrita's camp.
Word of advice. Call your hireling over.
The presence of the Droam soldiers and siege machines is disturbing. But it is possible they have arrived for legitimate purposes.
What?
Ulevian may know more.
What? Stupid scorpions. Ugh. I was not expecting the scorpions to have followed me. It kind of ruined the reveal here. But yeah, it's the Droam forces. So let's talk to Ulevian. Now that you've seen what's on the beach below, we should get over this development. You've had a chance to observe our uninvited guests down there. What do you make of them? I see nothing but Droam troops. A lot of Droam troops. I've seen 6 shiploads of troops come ashore in the last hour alone. Half of the ships you see out there are above the waterline, meaning they've offloaded already. If they were full of troops and supplies, then they could have landed a full regiment. You don't need that many troops to guard a simple expedition. Just a regiment? That's bad, but not catastrophic. That's a few companies of soldiers, right? Are you mad? That's thousands of soldiers, at a minimum. There's no telling how many more arrived before that, or how many are waiting to be ferried ashore. The arms, the siege weapons, this isn't an expedition, it's an invasion. Looks like the Coin Lords were right. What now? We must get this intelligence back to the Coin Lords immediately. If Droam is landing an army, then Stormreach needs to know. You must return to Henrietta and tell her about this. Tell her to leave for Stormreach now, before Droam scouts find her in the caravan. What are you going to do, fight that army alone? I'm good, but not that good. I'm going to keep spying on them from up here as long as possible, then slip away into the jungle. Speaking of which, here's an option you can take when returning to Henrietta. Say if you can find the entrance to the Vine Thrasher clan village. It's across the bridge back there. Go through the village and you'll be a hop, skip, and jump from the caravan. Perhaps the wild men will let you pass through without trouble, and perhaps not. Still, worth a gamble.
You must warn Henrita of the danger to Stormreach. With luck, you can make it back to camp without encountering any Droam forces.
Hey look, Droam forces. Droam's... Okay, so actually 2 things. Droam's infantry, those like orc dudes right there, are actually pretty rough. They also have conscripts, which are not nearly as rough. But their mages are like a nightmare. Their mages, especially on Elite, are just full of things that suck.
The armor and weapons of these dead creatures matches the ones on the beach. Clearly, this was a scouting party, and their hostile reaction to your presence supports Ulevian's invasion theory.
They can hit you with negative levels. They blade barrier. They shoot some kind of like cyclonic blast, I think it's called, that deals pretty high damage and knocks you prone. Their mages are super dangerous. To the extent where you should probably focus on the mages at the exclusion of everything else. War mages and war priests, both of them are just nightmares. But yeah, you'll see that their infantry are no joke either. Was there a mage that I missed? There was a mage that I missed. Oh hey. Did you see that, by the way? He hit me for where was it? Ugh. I'm trying to scroll through this. He hit me for like 100 and something. Yeah, his necrotic ray hit me for 141 points of negative damage. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Good thing I died right here, though. This was a convenient spot to accidentally get killed. Yeah. Well, that sucked. At least the death penalty erased the negative level penalty. Not that that's really a positive, but yeah. So this guy, in addition to dealing like boatloads of damage as a mage, also had like heightened damage reduction or something like that. I want to close the general chat over there. Okay, let's kill him while I fiddle with that.
Another Droam scouting party has been destroyed. By now, there must be many parties of Droam soldiers spread throughout the jungle.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna try to get our way through the Vine Crashers. Thrashers, I think they're called, actually. Death penalty. I won't be able to go through this yet, just in case you're wondering. You attempt to breach the route fails. Sap coats the wall, binding into the solid... Yeah. Basically, you don't succeed. Simple. You know, I want this to be a little bit larger. Ugh, man, it's so hard for me to get... There we go. We'll keep it like that, I suppose. Pretty much you always want to kill the mages first, just because they tend to be kind of soft and squishy. Let's see, okay. He's not taking any elemental damage. That attack is called Comet Fall. I wish I had realized he was there, because I would have ran away. Again. Stunned. Displaced is a 50% dodge chance, whereas Blur is a 20%. Big difference being that Blur lasts like 1 minute per caster level, and Displacement lasts something per, like, groups of seconds per caster level. Yay, I'm slowed. That's cool, I like being slowed. In addition to everything else, I like the fights to take longer. And we got some shrooms over here. Yay. A lot of the collectibles that show up in like mushrooms and things like that in this place are unique to this place also. Throwing that out there.
A sturdy bamboo fence stands several yards off, guarded by a solitary vine thrasher wildman. With any luck, the guard did not hear the fate of his compatriots.
There are various ways you can try to work your way through this. If you're good enough at diplomacy, you can actually just kind of convince them outright to do it. You can also make them... You'll have to fight their champion or something like that, and you can also get them to all turn hostile and then kill them all. I'm going to go with the Intimidate option. You sniveling little monkey man, open this gate before I mount your head on top of it. You'll pay for that, outsider. Oh, yes, you will. Yeah, I'm going to go with the rude and obnoxious route, which is probably going to get me killed. Just throwing that out there. Mostly because I have not let my hireling get his mana back. So I'm going to be doing the rude and obnoxious, turn everybody hostile thing when he can only heal like 3 times. Again, the upside is I can kind of run away pretty effectively. If you fight their champion in combat, their champion is a like melee dude. Just throwing that out there.
Pond scum and fungi float along the top of this polluted pond.
Sounds just absolutely delicious. Whoops. Hit the barrel. Thank you. I think with this I should have... Ransack? Nope, I only have Mischief. Wow, thought I had Ransack. I must have missed a few back somewhere. Yes, I definitely missed some. Alright. How about now? Vandal. I can't attack while that's open. Good to know. Still at Vandal. How about now? Vandal. How about now? Ransack. Alright. So yeah, we get to talk to this guy. Don't presume this isn't... Okay, well, I am Zereg, the High Shaman of the Vine Thrasher clan. The spirits of the jungle speak of you, Sylvius. They tell me that I should listen to your words, but not what those words may be. Don't presume this is a negotiation. I don't make deals with monkey men. You dare threaten the Vine Thrasher clan in our own village? We will give our dead bodies to the jungle and watch our bones rest uneasy. We'll give your dead bodies to the jungle and watch your bones rest uneasy beneath the trees. Speak such insolence once more, and you will see our full fury unleashed upon you. Apologies, High Shaman. I spoke hastily because I worried about those in danger. That was a slip of the tongue, your High Shamanship. Give me any more back talk and your clan goes the way of the giants. Yeah! This was probably a pretty poor choice. Oh yeah, and he's got a whole bunch of HP. Yep. Yep. Strategic retreat. We'll kill some of these dudes here. It's cool that he made his save against my Stunning Fist. Right, you know what I was thinking? My plan of being able to run away isn't actually valid if they hit me with a slow. You know what? This might be kind of bad. Oh, alright. My hireling is capable of healing me being slowed. Pretty sure the hunters have made it so that they put displacement on other people too. Alright, hey, we're running away. Retreat! Can I at least kill you? No, probably not. Come on, just die, dude. Alright, let's get out of here. Retreat. Alright. That did not go well. We need to retreat faster, though. Wow, I feel like I suck lately. I definitely feel like I suck. Hireling dude, get over here. Alright, there's sort of no reason for me to use the Rest Shrine. I haven't used any kind of abilities that are limited to certain uses per day. So I'm not going to use the Rest Shrine, in case I end up dying multiple times again, and need to use the Rest Shrine to, oh, you're kidding me. I did not realize they were going to run that far. I'm glad that my hireling was able to finish resting before they got here, because that kind of would have sucked. Okay. Yeah, I figured they would not have been able to chase me this far. Most enemies can't chase you this far. Okay, I had the wrong boots on this whole time. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was good. Is it the shaman? Alright. Good, he's by himself. Which is definitely where you want the, Now, will he take ice damage? Okay, he will take ice damage, so I'm gonna put this down here for now. Probably should have kept the other one up. I should have replaced fire with ice. It's not a big deal. But, I could have done my little dancing in the wind thing. I can still do it, it's just a little bit more of a pain. Alright, are you alive? Okay, are you stunned? Yeah, you're stunned. Stun that. You've been stunned, loser. In your face. In your face. 3 more Vine Thrashers that need to die. And their little champion, you don't get to fight him unless you went through that option. So even though I'm killing the whole village right now, the champion's, I don't know, away. Of course he made his save. It would not have been a joke if he hadn't. Can you just get stunned? Thanks. They apparently have really high,
With the elimination of the Vine Thrasher clan, You are no longer impeded from using their lands as you see fit. The front and back gates out of the village are open for travel.
See? If and when I do this quest again, I'll do the other way. I mean, I won't make a video of it, but there's like something for the monster manual entries where the more unique enemies you kill, the more like monster manual entries you get. So the their champion would be a, you know, monster manual entry. So I would do it the other way if I were ever to do this again. That's it. I have no real intention of ever doing this again. I mean, I could maybe use a second ring. It's hard to say. Alright, Henrietta. You've returned. What did you find out about Ulvian? More importantly, what did you find out about the Drum expedition? The Drum is landing an army on the southern beaches. What do you mean when you say an army? Some military units are to be expected, after all. We don't want to exaggerate when we report to the Coin Lords. And where is Ulvian? I would like to hear about this army from him. Ulvian counted their troops for hours. Believe me, it's an army. Then the Coin Lord's worst fears have been realized, and the Drum has sent a Medusa right into our midst. She's right there in Stormreach, planning who knows what. This is serious. We must return and report this discovery right away. But we also need to buy the Coin Lords some time. I need you to stall that army. How do you propose I stall an entire army? Let me think. Drum has strict military hierarchy. If a soldier steps out of line, they're painfully executed as an example to the others. That plays into her hands. The army can't march until someone in command issues the proper orders. If there's no commander, they can't march until a new one is appointed. So that's the answer. Find the Drum commander and negotiate with him at sword point. Technically, I punch people, so it's going to be at, like, knuckle point, but whatever. Find the commander, then take him out of the picture. Got it. Alright, and now we just go back. Let me, okay, looks like I already have Expedious Retreat up. Yep, okay, I do. This way. Oh, you know, actually, I got the little glowing footsteps, so I could have obviously seen that I had Expedious Retreat up. Trying to walk through the spikes. They hit you for 80 points of damage. Wow, and I rolled a 10 plus 26 and failed that save. 26 reflexes is nothing to laugh at. What are my saves total? 26, 26, and 23. Wow, will save is my weakest? I guess that makes sense. What's my will? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, and we are going through here today. You have to get your whole party here, by the way. You can't go, like, I don't know, one at a time for some reason. We're gonna get a couple more drone dudes. So, there's this weird thing that only shows up here, and I'm not sure exactly why. But some of the drone soldiers are just randomly really big. And some of them are just randomly really small. And I don't know why. But it's really weird. Okay. So, let me get a heal. I can tell I'm going to have an amazing time with this quest, by the way. I want Thunder Punch back. And I want whatever's in that treasure bag. Good, alright. Stunned one of them. Fatigued me. Please die. Thank you. Still fatigued. A heal spell would fix my fatigue, but I don't want to waste mana at this early stage. Okay. Plus, it's only up for another, what, 14 seconds? Stunned. Made his save. What else is new? Yeah, the Droam skirmishers are relatively weak. They also, later on, you'll start seeing Null.
Ruins rest on the plateau above. While the stones are ancient, the tents and banners around them are not.
You'll see Null archers. They're a little bit more Alright, I do not want to just charge into that, because it's probably going to get me killed. But... Dude, okay, yeah. Don't cast the lame heal. Okay. You need to get stunned, like, immediately. I don't know what your little champion abilities were, but I didn't want to find out. Stunned. Everything in life is made better when you stun it, let me tell you. Take my mysterious remnants and be on my way. I did not mean to jump there. That was a misclick on my buttons, but it's all good. So yeah, the conscript dudes here are not nearly as scary. And the skirmishers aren't really all that great either. They're all half-orcs. They're player races, whereas actual orcs are a little bit rougher. Alright, we got a war priest and a skirmisher up on the platform, who's also a champion. I think I may be, especially because I'm talking at the same time, but I think I may be not necessarily giving the attention to detail that's necessary for me to not just get myself killed left and right. Oh boy. I'm so happy that I fell down right here where he can't hit me with arrows. Because it would have been really inconvenient to die. Alright.
From ahead, a rough voice barks out. Soldiers of Droam, stand down. The war captain wishes to parley with the intruders.
War Captain Elos Horalk will see you now. You will show the proper respect, Stormreacher. Alright. Crap. Hope I can open that again. There's like a chance that I can't. Okay, good. Good. Conscript, escort our guests to the war captain. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Alright, we got 2 mages of various forms, but only one of the people here is a champion, which is fantastic. Alright. So, you're the other scout sent by Stormreach to spy on our landings. I trust you were suitably impressed by what you've seen? I've seen enough. Tell me your name so I might know who I'm dealing with. Let's go with that one. I am War Captain Elos Horalk of Droam. I must tell you that these lands are now part of Droam's new empire. The rulers of Droam, the daughters of Sorakel, have tired of Corvair. Droam was not permitted to sign the Treaty of Thronehold, making us appear as a vassal nation. We will not be vassals in Corvair, so instead we have chosen to become masters of Zendrick. I'm confused. Treaty of what? Thronehold. It was an ancestral seat of the kingdom of Galifar back on Corvair. The 5 nations met there to put an end to the last war. One of the many conventions to come from the treaty was recognition of other principalities. But because Droam was not included in the talks, we are not officially recognized as a sovereign nation and are treated as outlaws. Clearly you have issues, but why bring them to Zendrick? Then we will rise to meet the challenge. That is how Droam transformed itself from a collection of backwards tribes to a power reaching across 2 continents. Droam's power is on the rise, and you, my friend, can be a part of it. Speak up, pal. I'm listening. Your insolence is refreshing, human, but out of place here. Remember, your position here is weak. Perhaps you want to reconsider your words? We'll do what? Just make your offer already. This is what you are offered. Swear allegiance to the Sisters of Sorakel. Join the common ranks of the Droam army. Fight, and if necessary, die for the glory of our new empire. Personally, I hope you decline this generous offer. I will enjoy killing you for your insolent behavior. Okay, apparently, just throwing this out there. If you're not rude and obnoxious to him, he actually offers you, like, a general type position or something like that. I'm happy that I could get him to make me a worse offer. You can't accept any of them. Swear allegiance to you, pack of mongrels? Never. Alright, so now he's hostile. And you get an optional, which will also grant a chest for killing all of his people first. See? Kill his guards first. That, however, includes... God. The, kill all of his guards first includes the ones that are outside. So you actually have to kill these guys, and then, like, damage him enough that he calls for the rest of his guards. Then you can finish that optional. By the way, dealing with this when all of the monsters keep attacking my hireling was a lot less of a hassle when I was a barbarian. because I had things that make monsters more likely to attack me. And there's those nice little fire traps, by the way. Try not to run through those. It's nice that Mr. War Captain here is a pansy. Yeah, let's go with that. No, it's nice that he's not a champion. Alright, let's switch to this one. Alright, so now he's calling for reinforcements. I'm actually going to go head off the reinforcements. Oh boy, who's hurting me? Oh boy. That was entirely my fault for being an idiot, by the way. Just throwing that out there. That one dude was a champion, and I just ignored his existence because I'm a moron. And now I have solid 3 negative levels. Alright, I really wish I could get him off of my hireling, but easier said than done, looks like. Okay, so yeah, that'll get me another chest. In fact, that's the chest right there. You'd think, like, the fact that I'm... Well, I mean, to be fair, it is more intelligent for him to focus on the person that's healing than me, but still. You'd think with all the damage I was dealing to him, he would focus more on me. Alrighty.
With Ilos Rolt dead, any hope of avoiding war with Droam has vanished. Their invasion of Zendrik will be slowed. Enough, perhaps, to give Stormreach time to prepare for
don't know how many chests you get if you don't do this on Elite. It might be like 3 for Elite, blah, 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 blah. You know how it works. The important ones, though, are these, I think, that are the ones that are going to be most likely to give you the items that you're here for, most likely. I will actually, after I use my little loot boost ability twice, I will pause and run to a restaurant and then come back. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely amazing. And how many restaurants did we have? Actually, I want to watch this to make sure it wasn't successful. Success! Good! I got none of the items I want. Although that's a pretty solid helmet, to be fair. Yeah, it's not bad, actually. Too bad it's a colorless augment. Alright. You know, I'm not actually going to bother with the ability, just because I'm incredibly lazy. None of them there, but that one I was pretty confident wasn't going to drop any. It'd be really cool if I could get one of the items, just so I could kind of show it. Awesome. Goggles of Resistance +6. I mean, that's nice. In that way that it's not what I wanted. Come on, just one of them, please. Just one of them. You suck. You guys suck. Alright, well, I'll finish out, get my end reward, and then I'll pause and show something else real quick. Because I've got a couple of the items, and I've got the ring in my bank, so I'll show you those. So we're back in the 12. Quest completed. Yay, yay, yay. Right through here. Takes us back to Lord's March Plaza. And here's Our Lady here. This is dire news, Sylvius. I will inform the Coin Lords immediately. Once they have formulated a plan to deal with the drum, we may have further need of your services. Speak to Gavin Northus here in the plaza. He may have work for you. Alright. I was pretty sure she wasn't going to give me the items, but I had, like, naive hope. No luck, though. Level 12, level 14. Solar Hand Wraps of Stunning. Shock Hand Wraps of Everbright. Nothing looks delicious here. Deadly 5 looks pretty solid. Let's go with that. Alright, let me pause real quick, folks. One sec. Alrighty, I'm back. I just wanted to showcase these items. So, the ring is called Catra's Wit. Level 11, bound to account and acquire. Charisma +5, Diplomacy +10, Wrath of Sorokel. This ring is one of 3 pieces of the Wrath of Sorokel set. When all 3 items are equipped, the set provides 40 in equipment bonus to universal spell power. You will also gain a +2 artifact bonus to your attack and damage rolls. And it's also got Battle Scarred. This item has obviously seen use in many fights. It's chipped and scratched, but perhaps in the future there will be a way to restore it to its former glory. The 3 quests that I'm doing now that are the level 12 ones were released in an update before the next set of ones were, okay? So that Battle Scarred was there, kind of indicating that in the future you would be able to upgrade this. You can upgrade this ring. You can upgrade it to Catra's Razor Wit. The Charisma bonus becomes 5, the Diplomacy becomes 13, and it gets something else that I can't remember what it is, I think. And it keeps the Wrath of Sorkel. The other items are a pair of gloves, which gives 6 strength, intimidate, and something else. And Terraza's Sight. Terraza's Sight is 5 wisdom, Wrath of Sorkel, and then detect secret doors 5 times a day. Which is pretty solid, actually. When you upgrade Terraza's Sight, it becomes Terraza's Perfect Sight, and instead of detect secret doors, it gives you a constant true seeing effect. True seeing will spot secret doors with higher rates than detect secret doors, and true seeing will also allow you to see through illusions and displacement effects. So they're actually pretty solid. And some of the items you can get are items that have the fusible ability down there. You'll see, yeah, fusible. So this is the Blade of Fury. It is I think it's Greatsword. Yeah, Blade of Fury is a Greatsword. Binds the character when you equip it, so I'm not going to equip it. 4 enchantment bonus, Medusa's Fury. When you fall below 25% of your maximum hit points, you will enter a constant Medusa's Fury until your hit points return to 25 or greater. The Fury grants you +4 morale bonus on Strength and Constitution, a 5% morale bonus to your chances to double strike, and 25% penalty to fortifications. It also grants Demon Fever. This weapon is infected with a Night Hag's Demon Fever disease. On critical hits, it will transfer the disease to enemies, dealing 1 to 8 Constitution damage. A successful Fortitude save DC 22 negates this effect. Wounding. A wounding weapon deals 1 point of Constitution damage from blood loss when it hits a creature. Creatures immune to critical hits are immune to the Constitution damage. And then Fusible. Something about this item looks incomplete. Perhaps in the future it will be compatible with another item to create a brand new fusion of the two. I think... Okay, I guess I don't have one. There's also weapons you can get that have an ability called, like, Malleable, I think it's called, or something like that. You can take one of the fusible weapons and then add one of the malleable weapons into it, and you'll get an ability from that. You can also do the opposite. Take one of the malleable weapons and vice versa. If you see the Blade of Fury here, what it gives, I think, is the... I can't remember what it gives, actually, to be honest. Rock Splitter here, though, if you see this one. 4 enchantment, Screaming, Thundering, Destruction, Adamantine, Fusible. Screaming is 1 to 6 sonic damage. Thundering is extra sonic damage on critical hits. Destruction reduces the enemy's armor class. On hit, your target gains a stack of armor destruction. 1 penalty to armor class, 1% to its fortification. 20-second duration. Stacks up to 15 times. May stack up, trigger once every 3 seconds. And then Adamantine is just the material it's made out of. So if you get one of the other weapons and then you fuse Rock Splitter into it, Rock Splitter will grant its destruction ability. If you fuse one of the other weapons into Rock Splitter, you'll keep Rock Splitter and gain one of its abilities. So they're actually pretty good. The one that's really good for monks is the Stone Dust Hand Wraps here. +4 enchantment bonus, Path of the Guarding Stone. When you're wearing this item and in Mountain Stance, there's a chance you will be protected by a Stone Skin spell when enemies strike you. Stunning 6, this is, if this effect is on a weapon, each attack that deals damage has a 3% chance to stun the target if it fails a DC 29 Fortitude save. In addition, when on any piece of equipment, this effect gives a +6 bonus to the DC of your Stunning Blow and Stunning Fist ability. Stone Prison, this weapon is invested with the power of the earth. On an attack roll of 20, which is confirmed as a critical hit, it will attempt to turn the target into stone, as if the Flesh to Stone spell. A successful Fortitude save, DC 27, negates this effect. So those are actually pretty solid for monks, too. So yeah, all in all, though, like, the stuff is pretty good. A lot of the stuff is good for monks. The Sorkel set are questionable for a lot of characters because they're granting wisdom, charisma, and strength. For most characters that charisma is important for, the other ones also aren't. Like, most of the time, charisma is for sorcerers. Or possibly bards, and possibly warlocks. Most sorcerers aren't going into melee, so they don't need the strength, so they're not going to be wearing the gloves. Furthermore, the wisdom is also kind of pointless for those. Clerics, favorite souls, paladins, and monks, though, kind of use all of them. Monks need the charisma less than the other classes, but it's still useful for the Kukendo ability that I have there. But yeah, charisma is definitely not the important one. Anyway, folks, that's the whole thing. There are 6 quests left. I will be interjecting other things inside of them, and whatnot. But yeah, so I will do the remaining 6 at some point soon. Anyway, people, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me on Patreon, Twitter, and Facebook. I will see you folks later.